Two blades sharpened to a keen edge cut the air like paper, meeting resistance with a grinding squelch of stone against machine-imbued flesh. Oil and blood coat the jade-edged stone sword. Another dead abomination leaks its vile essence upon the sacred soil of the Sultai jungle. The cycle repeats, an endless surge of flesh-made metal, of stone and death, rot and ruin. Kotis once yearned for the simplicity of a farmer's life. Now his mind is numbed to the endless torrent of wrath and ruin that floods his home. How did he come to this? He could not help but defend his village against the minions of the drifting death, Silumgar. He could not see his family starve. He would not see Kishla under the claw of a tyrant. He would not see Tarkir destroyed by the invasion of the Phyrexians. And he would not mourn when Tarkir faded from his vision as he was struck down on the bloody field of battle. Death begets life. Coiling serpent smoke, hazy purple in the dim light of the jungle floor. Kotis opens his eyes once more. He gasps for air in lungs that no longer draw breath. They are dry as stone.
Jade touched, wisteria crowned, with gifts of gold and the harvest's blessing, return this honored one to us as Sibsig.
A chorus of voices mingle with the ambient din of the canopy above. Life all around. Death begets life. He is wrapped in snakeskin, which sloughs from his own as he stands. His legs are strong, his eyes sharp, his hand sharp. A skeletal appendage now enveloped in translucent green stone, a double-edged jade blade. He is renewed, changed by the ritual. His skin is augmented and ornamented with stone, gold, jade. His sword, too, is one befitting an honored hero, serrated jade edge glistening in the dappled light, backed in stone.
Awaken, honored dead, and lead the Sultai on a new path.
Above him, peering down, are the penetrating, ethereal blue eyes and ghostly face of Tival, the spirit dragon of the Sultai, a necromancer and paragon of justice. Kotis, who once fought back against the tyranny of one of Tarkir's great dragons, smiles warmly as he understands that a new age has come. And thus was the tale of the Fang Keeper, Kotis, hero of Kishla, champion of the Sultai in its fight against Phyrexia, the blade bearer who stood in defiance of Silumgar, and who would go on to defend Tarkir from the Dragonstorm brought about by Narset at the crucible of the Spirit Dragon. While not much is written about Kotis, we can understand the place of reverence he holds among modern Sultai through the few snippets of information we do receive. While Sibsig, the risen undead who served the Sultai's needs and aims, had once been thought of as little more than vermin, vassals to do their master's bidding, their place is now considered one of the greatest possible honors among the Sultai, in no small part due to the spirit dragon Tival's influence. And Kotis, among these honored dead, was vaunted above all. In the time after Khans, when Tarkir was in turmoil, Kotis took the title Fang Keeper, deciding to use his second chance at life to serve his clan. The ceremony itself is draped in silk, jade, gold, smoke, and mystery. The Sibsig are returned to life in a community ritual known as the Sibsig Ceremony, in which the body of the deceased is draped in the discarded skin of a snake or naga. Their head is adorned with a wisteria crown, and their body decorated with jade and gold. Ritual reagents are burned as the body is placed in a shallow pool on the jungle floor. Purple smoke and chanted invocations accompany the final moments of the ritual, as the soul and memory of the deceased is harnessed within the constructed body. In the past, the memories may have been removed, and the Sibsig would become no more than a vassal, but the honored dead of the modern Sultai clan are revered and respected for the past lives that they had led. While the Sibsig ceremony mechanically describes the ritual, Awaken the Honored Dead tells its story, using Kotus as a narrative vector. In Chapter 1, we see Kotus die a hero on the battlefield of Tarkir during the Phyrexian invasion. Chapter 2 shows us the many souls that joined him in death, driven to the grave by Elish Norn's multiplanar assault. Finally, we reflect on the dead, making an offering to the graveyard in return for one of the dead to return to our side. In the hand, it is a memory, but it may be made real through the mana that is used to cast it. We are gifted with 2 striking works of art to depict this ritual and rite. First, Clint Lockwood gives us a beautiful altar which ensconces a relief sculpture of Kotus bearing his iconic sword. Above him is the watchful gaze of the spirit dragon Tival, and below him are the honored dead, some recently deceased, some long since forgotten, their visages wiped away by the harsh inevitability of time. On all sides, the altar is surrounded by nature, ferns, moss, and hanging vines growing freely in concordance with the reverence of undeath. Death begets life. This is the Sultai way. Lockwood has graced the magic community with a number of recent works, but notably, for me at least, he is behind the art of all 5 of the standard print sagas in Tarkir Dragonstorm, lovingly detailing each diegetic piece with the characteristic aesthetic of that clan, from the gilt mosaic of the Abzan in Revival of the Ancestors, to the beautiful embroidery of the Temur in Roar of Endless Song. But Lockwood is at his peak when he is rendering the play of light on sculpture and metalwork, which we can see in the showcase cycle of Ixalan gods. I look forward to Lockwood's continued partnership with Wizards in creating these stunning cycles of diegetic art. Flavio Grecopaglia, a new artist in the Magic canon, gives us the showcase version of Awaken the Honored Dead, giving us an abstract tapestry of Kotus and Tival commanding the forces of the Sultai. The Sibsig below, coiled in purple smoke, are adorned in wisteria, gold, and jade, while Tival and Kotus stand above them in a dance of defiant rebellion, with the Sibsig Fang-bearer emblazoned with flower petals and graceful details in his adornments, garb, and musculature. An excellent and grandiose depiction of the Sultai hero. Both Clint Lockwood and Flavio Grecopaglia provide us with an invaluable insight into the hidden details of Magic's lore, alongside the ludonarrators who crafted the card design. Awaken the Honored Dead is an exceptional example of the rich narrative of Magic being told strictly through art and game design. Death begets life. This is the audience engagement stinger. I just wanted to use it to thank you for watching these videos, whether you've subscribed or not. But do that. It's fun to see the number go up. This is a passion project inspired by my love of Magic, the MTG creator community, and my desire to learn how to make and edit video and audio in my spare time. My goal is to have 10 long-form videos up on my channel by MagicCon Atlanta this year. Wish me luck. You may have noticed that I've started creating shorts for some of the Universes Beyond sagas, but don't hesitate to hit those comments and let me know what you'd like to see. In any case, I hope you join me for the ride. So, if you'd like to see a few more chapters resolve, you know what to do. Thanks.